Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Dolphins and the Jags, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses. Tua Tagovailoa of the Dolphins, Trevor Lawrence of the Jags.
And both of them have terrific ability to improvise. And that means when the first read's not there, how quickly can you go through your progressions? Can you hang in there and take a shot as you release it? Can you buy time outside of the pocket? Can you pull it down and run if need be? I think we'll see all of those traits on display in this one.
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. This taken in at the goal line. Takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
To absolutely no one's surprise, the Dolphins did invest a high first-round pick, number 5 overall, to draft Tua in 2020. I think that most people would say that his rookie year had plenty of positives, but it was sprinkled with a few negatives as well. Remember, he controversially took over for Ryan Fitzpatrick during the open week prior to Week 8. He did go 6-3 in his starts from that time, but he had to get rescued a few times in games by Fitzmagic, and in his own words, he called his rookie year below average. I don't think the franchise believes that, but they're looking forward to seeing him improve.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Palardy, on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. For the first time, the Jacksonville Jaguars set to go here on offense, led out by the new face of the franchise, the #1 overall pick, of course, for this year's draft. It's Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson.
And for many people, there's a lot of pressure that comes with being the presumptive #1 overall pick for 2, if not 3 years now. But Trevor Lawrence has handled it well. The Jacksonville Jaguars, I needed to have him in town, to say the least. They've started guys like Gardner Minshew, Jake Luton, Mike Glennon just in the last season. But look, they now have their franchise quarterback.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw. First down, he located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two, wasn't able to do that there. Good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball in his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hand.
Well, snapped. I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Line of scrimmage, the 37th and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams. Williams there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to take the first quarter lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Jason now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they only needed 3 plays on that. And it winds up in 6 for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field.
Oh, they're out there. We'll see if pick those things back up. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Emmanuel Agba there on the stop. And he got off the end there quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. That pressure on him, they'll throw those normal. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. There's another one complete to Chenault. And some room to work. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play, he wasn't just thinking down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
You can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Again, it's Lawrence. This is caught, and they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who did that play.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on second and goal. Lawrence going to give this to Robinson. Draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they need. Dealing with a third and long.
Well, they went back to him, but they're similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on third and long.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. From the Gunnets. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Up there creating the contact to force the situation. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
A nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right through. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. this one away, and off it goes. 3. And beyond the 20, but in fact just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he'll get about the 7-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Jags with 5 in the 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Yards there on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And we'll call this play.
Here's Gaskin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Two minutes gone by quarter. Now whistles. And I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run now with Gaskin. Uses the stiff arm. It's a 5-yard. So essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Tua. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. Pick up the first down here before he goes up to 26.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next about taking the crowd out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think
importantly in the game. Tua now on first down. Caught by it after a pickup of 5. Not a big win there.
Yeah, somehow able to play open.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7 our score. Third and 1, and it's complete. Williams, and he is going to have his first down as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. Get out of your hands in a hurry. Little completion, got the job done for a first down.
Now a 1st and 11. Looking to pass. Flush. And he wins. Tagovailoa taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins stem that advantage. The defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked.
Yeah, he opened to himself good to allow him, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 3-ball game. So that plays in length. After the touchdown, they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Coverage was solid, and he's dropped. The Jags offense now and heads build. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity. Inroads on this deficit before half.
It's going to go a long way towards telling us to come game or not.
So for 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now, still Lawrence that time. I don't care if you're taking drafted, whatever. As a rookie league, you're going to be like this.
To face these for this back in because right now, not been his game.
Creeping up on play in this first half. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute before half. Now following ends on a second. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute in this first half. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. 3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Loa working out of the gun. That's to Watland. From the 41. That is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Scoring summary, 3-5. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Sanders to return. Here's Adam. And he won a yard later. The Jaguars go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with 5 seconds to go, we'll see how. Just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. That's right. And he'll protect himself here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of... Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And you have Charles down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline of elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Lawrence. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Getting right about 4 there on the scramble. Back it down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this only is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now Tua. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here at the 47. Down play, that's a -4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Throw. Hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Rookie Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguar offense ready to take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. Steps away to his left. And a dump off here to Robinson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, back towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And now to speak of, call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate version as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. He's going to look deeper and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting, here we are, in quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been at times. Teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run on the draw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Tua sets up to pass it. It's complete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. you do so. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But we saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. And that left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Another run with Gaskin. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Touchdown. Dolphins. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And 8 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be taken on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 years have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, The coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action now. Lawrence toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet? Got him bumped down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are. Steps out of bounds that close, not their best play.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. Right back to Chenault. This time he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game and a lot of set to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. Same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He dumps it to Hyde. Touchdown! Carlos Hyde. A 7-yard touchdown drive. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to... fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game and said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover, which is what we saw here. I wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in there trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Gas at second down. And able to get it to their yard line. Yards rushing forward with 14 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because I could be in that huddle. They're saying, if you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time. So 1st and 10 now. And to give this time, getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
In order before, those 3 guys who's tackling defensive ends, they're usually people, because they're going to have a lot of blue. And when the guys are playing linebackers.
So the Dolphins, we welcome you. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll take this down 25. Another gain there, but they'll need to do best 3rd and 6.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc as they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
They got to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be brought down. He needing to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense won?
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is everything. The line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them for 1st down.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will stretch. It's a 20. So after 4 touches offense, this time they're forced into 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So I think that's a pretty...
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And out now comes Jacksonville. They've lost a struggle, something here to take in.
Teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, "Thing executed well before we get out of here." And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Should get it, he'll go down. He's going to go ahead and first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. And he gets out around the 24 bounds.
Time work on this the time. They work on all that paid off for them. Worked him to the outside. Balls to lead down for the completion.
Third down, Lawrence gonna let it fly, and that will be in. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
At this point, by anything they can, even though
This offense can work down earlier with Lawrence. Now a desperate deep downfield. Incomplete on the deep ball. Time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. The defense twice more as they take a knee here. Well, as partner, an extreme pleasure to share with you. I'm impressed at your discipline because you said you were not going to eat buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume calories.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the stand outside of your eyes and getting it done now. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit.
Appreciate that. Oh, to work with you.